Welcome back to Late Night Run with your host, Josh. The crew with me today is JJ.
What's up?
Brennan.
Hi.
And a special guest, Christian.
Gang.
And today we are chiefless once again. This is day whatever. We should really get those calendars where it's like days without accidents, just days without chief. Because
I don't think there's enough we'd have to get a huge one to count up this amount of days.
you just get like the little numbers that flip and rotate.
When your founder flakes on you.
Yeah.
Rip.
Straight
Just
up.
get him a tombstone at this point.
Yeah,
He formed a nation and then said, "Nah, that ain't it," and left.
Yeah, he bought the microphone. He was like, let's do this. Literally, we went out for we drove 2 hours for this mic. And he's like, we recorded that night and everything. And then he's like, this nation is complete. Let's hop over to female land. And left us in the dust. So it's a big whack today. Though I've also noticed whenever Chief now goes, hey, boys, let's hang out, it's never just Chief. It's always him and the woman.
It's like asterisks.
Yeah.
Chief plus one.
Yeah, exactly. JJ, you want to talk about lunch today?
Oh, yeah. The man straight did it to us. So we were going down for lunch. Well, actually, we weren't. Me and Josh, we just woke up. But
Yep. That's truth.
And it was... my man Chief hits us up and he says, hey, y'all trying to hang in the calf? I'm down here if you want to. And we're like, oh, sure, give us, a few minutes. We'll get ready and come down. So Josh gets down there a few minutes before I do. And I see when I get down there that he's just sitting by himself. I'm like, Josh, where's Chief? I thought he was hanging down here. And Josh goes, oh, yeah, he is, and points over in the corner of the cafeteria where the booths are, and it's him and his lady.
And I'm like, that ain't it.
Yep.
So me and JJ had a nice date and lunch until other people showed up. But
The fella can sit with his woman for hours. Yesterday I went for breakfast at 9 in the morning. He and his lady show up, finish breakfast, leave, come back at 1. They're still in the same seat, same plates.
that's whack. Let me tell you. Nothing against relationships, but that's whack.
You can't ditch your homies the whole time. Listen, I've ditched you guys a few times, but at least I've here. I have homies during the day and woman at night.
Yeah, that's facts. Which is
way more than what Chief does.
Yeah, but also the homies only show up at
what,
night.
JJ? What do you want to say?
JJ's now giving Brennan a look of disappointment. He's giving you that dad look where it's
Listen,
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
What? What do you want to say?
Man, I wish I had a dad.
Oof.
Oh. Well, there's that one. JJ, stop looking at you're like Josh. Josh has a thing where whenever he eats, he just stares at me.
I try to make people uncomfortable. It's not just Brennan. I do it to other people too. But Brennan, I've done it to the most, and it gets him most uncomfortable.
Because one day my friend, I was like, yeah, me and Josh and someone else are going to go hang out. She's like, is Josh the one that stares at you while he's eating? And I was like, what do you mean? And I never noticed it until now. I always notice he was staring at me.
Though we've been sitting next to each other, which doesn't work out too much. Because
okay, what do you want, JJ? Does it have to do with NASCAR? Because I see a lot of NASCAR.
Hey, stop playing with your pop socket.
Whack.
Listen,
we're
all fidgety, very fidgety people, and we tend to play with things in our hands.
At least we're not Chase.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Chase was so quiet on that episode.
Yeah, but the tables we sit on has those holes so you can slip your cords underneath, and has those covers for it, and we have to remove those because we just play with them.
Speaking of, where did we put those covers?
Yeah, I put them on the floor.
He tossed them over there.
Okay.
Because Kristen started playing with them. I'm like, no. But that was whack. But today we had a snow day, which is why we just woke up at 11 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
First it would hit you with the delay at 11:30, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. And then they hit you with the snow day, and I'm like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, I woke up at 7 to turn off my alarm, and JJ goes, oh yeah, classes are canceled. But he said it so nonchalantly, I thought he was kidding.
First off,
it took me 5 minutes.
Because classes weren't canceled at 7. Classes were delayed. Classes got canceled at 10:30.
Yeah, that's true.
Classes before then were canceled. Until 11:30, everything before that is canceled.
You didn't say that. See, you leave out vital information that changes the whole meaning of your explanation and story.
Me and JJ
Changed
have
my
been
mind.
fighting a lot recently, and as you can tell, it's not going to go well.
It's only in love.
Sure, if you want to call that.
Spring
Hey.
break will do you two better.
You should be mad
That's true.
at me. You shouldn't be mad at me for other people taking stuff out on you, such as pranking you this past week.
I was
that was
mad
good.
that you so openly, you're like, oh, yeah, go ahead, do whatever you want. They use your
never-
saltines. They don't use my food.
Because
I
they
never
were
said
they
that.
were stale saltines.
And I was like,
So
You could stop them. You could be like, hey, guys, maybe you should stop because he's my roommate and I want to go to bed. Hence,
so
Josh last night hid 4 of my shoes.
I hit all the right ones.
Yeah,
too,
you
if
hit all the
noticed.
yeah.
So that way,
'cause I
you-
was gonna go shower with just a flip flop and just a shower shoe, but they were both left, and I was like, "Well, that's I
Yep,
can't
that
do
was the point.
Yeah.
But it was good. And then the night before, I took some drawers out of his cabinet, like one of those plastic cheap ones. I just flipped them over on his bed. And then Ben crumpled up some saltines and just threw them everywhere. And tell us about what happened with your socks, because I hear that was pretty good, Brennan.
All right. So it was date night, right? And so I got some crazy socks, and they're chick magnets, it's just a chicken and a magnet. So they're chick magnet socks. Love these things. I'm like, I got this whole idea down. I was like,
sounds pretty cringy.
I'd breed with.
are you done?
I'd breed with a dude wearing chick
Listen,
magnet socks.
the entire plan was I go, let's see if these, like, I walk up to her car as soon as she gets there, and I'm like, let's see if these work. And then I kiss her, and then I would be like, oh, look, the chick magnet socks work. That went out the window because Ben decides to put saltines in the socks, and I didn't find out until, like, I was, like, shaking them to, like, get them straightened out. And then, like, I was about to put it on, and I felt one crumb, and I was like, well, hopefully it's just one sock. Nope, both socks had 2 saltines crumbled in there.
Here's what had happened is you had left the room. We had started pranking you. And we go, you know who loves pranking Brendan more than anyone in the world? Chase. Go down the lobby. There's Chase's. I go, Chase, we're pranking Brendan right now. Feel free to come up. He goes, with his devilish smile and his little chuckle he does, goes, put saltines in his sock. I go, that is a beautiful idea, Chase. Walk back upstairs. I go, Ben, he had one like crumpled up in a fist just sitting there. I go, Ben, put him in his socks. He goes, you right? And so we proceeded. And then we go, he was deciding what sock, and JJ goes, he's probably going to wear the chick magnets tomorrow. So
Yeah,
you should-
just, okay, yeah. Pretend like you don't have any involvement in the pranks.
And
Go
then
ahead.
Ben goes, you right. And then we executed.
It's only verbal. I never proceeded in any actions.
That's what Ben used to do, and now Ben helps me put things in your
Ben took
bed.
a handful of saltine crackers, just crushed them in his hands, and threw them on your bed sheets.
That's hot.
He did it there was 3 gigantic piles of at least 5 saltines. There was one underneath my pillow, one beside the boxes, and one at the feet of my bed. And he did it and threw it on top of
Yep.
my comforter. So what I did was I took the comforter, I just picked it up and threw it on the ground, shook all the saltines off and rolled it up in a ball and set it on my chair. And then I saw all the other piles underneath everything, and I was like, well, so I fixed all the drawers, and then I took my sheet off, and then I just it was on one side of the bed, I lifted it and dumped them all onto the floor, put the sheet back on, and then just swept them all up. It took me 20 minutes, and I was like, I'm going to be nice to JJ, so I did it without the lights on. I just had the flashlight on my phone on.
Yeah,
And I'd have to keep looking, and I was like, I don't want to wake him up. So I did it as quietly as I could. It took me 20 minutes to do that. And then there were some other things that were messed up that I think I didn't realize until now that were from past pranks. But
So then what happened with your shoes, Brian?
I get back in the room, and I'm like, I'm going to shower because I got back at 1:50 because I was like, I bet you I'll be back before 2, and you were like, haha, no way. No. So I was like, I got to prove it to him. So I got back there at 1:50 something. I get into the room. I'm like, I'm going to shower. Oh, there's only one shower shoe. And I'm like, well, you know what that means. All of my other shoes are missing too. So I look over, and they're all gone. JJ's looking at memes. Put your phone away.
Sorry.
You maniac. Anyways.
Don't get us copy stroke, please. Plus, if you copy stroke us,
We have 5 seconds of the song of each song. So.
Even that, the people who own most of the songs are 3 seconds now. So I'm like,
Yeah.
please stop.
So So I'm like, I bet all of my other shoes are missing. I look over where all my shoes are. Yep, they're all gone.
Just
So
the right ones, though.
I'm like, where would be the most logical spot? Well, I look. Where did I look first? I looked in. I looked up behind the coffee. So like, I have books and like. I left the coffee back there from the last time that you pranked me from behind the books. And so I was like looking back there, it wasn't there. And then I was like, wait, what about the other side? And yep, there's my one shoe that I don't even wear that pair of shoes at all.
I just had to take all the right ones so that way you couldn't like wear both of like one right, one left. I'm like, I'm too smart for that.
So I got that one. And then I was like, JJ, where is one? And he was like, check your clothes hamper. And one was in. I had checked it before, but I didn't go down deep enough, and then I finally found it. That's just weird to me that you went through my laundry.
No, I just took the shoe and just shoved it down the side of your laundry.
Oh. Anywho, I got that one done, and then
He tried calling me 3 times.
Yeah.
At this point, I was in bed, and my roommate was asleep, and I'm like...
Yeah, I was like, I hope Rye wakes up to his ringtone and gets pissed off at him.
I have it on vibrate. I'm not
stupid.
stupid.
You can't say words like that on this podcast.
Not on my good Christian podcast.
Truth.
Well, too late. Either you're going to edit it out. Okay, go ahead and edit it out.
I'll beep you. One of those beep.
Okay.
That makes you look bad, and it makes us look bad.
Sinner.
Yeah. Thanks, Christian.
You're wearing a T-shirt right now. You are a sinner.
I am wearing a long sleeve shirt. You're wearing a t-shirt,
that uses even more water. That makes you sinned against God by using the stuff He gave us.
Look, the last time I tried going anywhere in my birthday suit, they threatened to arrest me.
Shocker.
What they're talking about, there's this chapel, and
we basically got accused of being sinners and for using the natural resources that God gave us.
Yeah.
We've ranted about it a few times, but
yeah.
Where was I? Oh yeah, so I got the one in the hamper, and then I was like, JJ, do you know where these are? And he was starting to get angry because I had to have my light on so I could look for him, and he's like, will you turn your light off? I'm like, no, I'm not going to turn it off until I find my shoes. And that was just my one tennis shoe in the clothes hamper, so I still didn't have my shower shoe that I needed. So I'm like, Josh, listen, you got to tell me where these are. JJ's getting mad, and you go.
I was.
Yeah. That's too
I was
bad.
upset.
Yeah, I bet. You found it funny when I was hiding.
But I don't really
so.
care anymore because we didn't have school today.
Yeah, exactly. So.
If I could have gone into the future.
No.
I wouldn't have said anything, and Josh probably wouldn't have texted anything.
Yeah, and you know what? Josh would have been in our room anyways.
That's true.
So.
But I started sending him riddles.
So you sent me
actually
one. You said one is hot, one is cold.
One is under something. You bring something.
I got it. Hang on.
But the hot one.
Yeah, the hot. I was like,
the hot is because it was hidden underneath their trash can, and we always say hot garbage.
Oh, that makes sense.
So there were some pretty good riddles. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's big brain.
That took one. Yeah, one is hot. The other is cool. One is hidden under things you take to the pool. So I went and got my towels, and that was pretty easy. And then he said, "Going to bed, good luck." And I was like, no, you ain't.
See, when you said that about the pool, I was thinking noodles.
Oh, you thought under the ramen? Yeah.
That could have been good too.
That makes sense. I was just thinking like under a noodle.
And I was like, what noodle in his room?
That's what I was thinking. I don't know.
And then I was like, I can't think of anything hot besides my Keurig. And you go, I'm striped like a zebra, but not with black. You gotta take me out. If you don't, that's a whack. My trash bags are yellow and white striped. So it took me a few minutes to figure it out.
Well, no, when you went to the hot one, you tried to get me to get out of bed because you were.
Yeah, but no, yeah. I was like, I don't know what's hot. Then you look at me and you go, well, I am, and I'm like, JJ, get out of your bed right now, because I thought that you'd been laying on it because you still had a smirk on your face this entire time.
That would have been good too.
I wouldn't lay on the shower.
But I'm gonna start hiding things and sending you riddles.
Yeah, how did you come up with those so fast, sir?
Just on the spot. I'm like,
Yeah, those are good. But
That's what they do in Boston.
And so then I got it out of my trash and I showered. And
Well, it wasn't in your trash. It was between the barrel and the bag, which is good.
yeah, and JJ goes, "Wow, you are so stupid." I was like, "JJ, you didn't even know what he was talking about. You just get super angry whenever you're tired, or not angry. You get mean, but only towards me.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
This is not a healthy relationship that we have."
It's a good thing you guys will be living together for the next 3 years.
At least y'all
That's
got
true.
better relationships than your previous roommates.
That's true.
That's true. If you guys want to throw some dirt at them, because they
No, I don't want to throw dirt.
All right.
He was a good guy.
They don't
but-
listen to it. I can almost guarantee it.
Just not too hygienic from what I heard.
Oh yeah, his was. Oh, I guess mine wasn't either.
Yeah. But now it's a match made in heaven. Mom
Wow.
and Dad just always fight.
Yeah. So that happened, and so I'm still gonna get pranked every time I go to have a phone call, and
Yep.
Dude, I can't have a secure phone call.
it's worth it, but it sucks.
Why's that?
My roommate, he'll just like throw the door open and then like, I got nothing against him. I love the guy, but like when I'm talking with my girl, I don't want him to like stand there and talk with her through me too.
Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to have a one-on-one.
Right.
Yep.
So now I run up to we have prayer rooms in our dorms. They're just big empty rooms with some sofa.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to run up there now to get some privacy.
Ooh, me too. If you notice though, because me and Christian live on the same side, and our furniture keeps disappearing.
Yeah.
I know where most of it is too.
I know where. Yeah, I know where some of it is.
Some of ours is gone too.
Because we're missing 2 chairs and a table, and I know where all of them are.
I don't know
They
where.
all still in the north, or
Yep.
we're on the north.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where the table is. I know where the chairs are. But I mean, no one. Everyone that goes in, there's still enough. There's not. It's not like there's more than enough
Right.
people than there's.
I straight up just roll my chair in there sometimes.
Yeah.
Though,
That's what we,
like,
yeah, that's
So
what we did.
it depends on if Rye has an 8 a.m. Rye goes to bed pretty early, so I have to either Skype in one of the 2 empty rooms on my floor or the prayer room, depending. And the thing is about the empty rooms, it's so echoey and it's so bad.
Yeah, it's
It
so
is
echoey, and that Cameron, who lives next to me, he can hear everything,
Yep.
and like, so like I'll just be having a conversation, and like I'll either hear him chime in, or like he'll come over and give me his 2 cents on what I'm talking about. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Cameron.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
kinda
one time he
Pause, jump cut.
no.
Yes, we're jump cutting.
Why
No,
can I
we're
not
not.
finish this story?
No, as editor, no, JJ, you're
No,
wrong.
we're jump cutting and saying, oh, we've got Chief now.
Well, Chief is here.
I
Chief has
walk
just.
back in the room and say I'm back from Vietnam.
Did you do
Chief,
it to her?
Chief is back.
No.
Chief is back from paid. Please don't clap.
Oh, yeah.
You see that, JJ? Me and JJ are now looking at the audio, and I'm gonna have to cut that now.
Okay.
That's
I
a
feel like
big
we
loud.
should cut just the past like 30 seconds.
Okay, ready? Go silence. All right,
Yeah.
Hey everybody, Chief's back.
and we're back. Chief is back from his paid vacation.
We're gonna have to bleep that out.
Yeah.
Sinner?
Sorry, now there's 2 sinners on
Yeah,
here.
who's the
Okay,
guest
as long as
now?
It's not a woman.
Who's the guest now?
Who's the guest? Yeah, who's the guest now?
You're on the guest seat.
Yep.
Oh, my bad. Let me just take my microphone away.
Oh.
Let's
Oh.
just use the.
Well,
Sample.
Christian, how would you tell us a little about yourself since you
I
are
didn't
the
even
guest?
finish that story.
I don't
Doesn't matter.
care.
I'll let you finish the story if it's fast.
I don't know where where you're gonna cut
Yeah,
it. So.
Cameron chimes in on you, and you can hear things. Then in the prayer
Exactly.
room, when I Skype my girlfriend, people can, because there's no door in the prayer room, people will just pop in, like people like Liam,
Yeah.
David, they'll just pop in.
All of those guys.
But yeah, it's kind of low-key annoying. And yeah.
Just put a door there. Just take off your door and put it there.
Well, your side has a door. Your side with
I
the
think
prayer
that's why the Wi-Fi doesn't work though.
room. Oof. The Wi-Fi's not great in either prayer room, to be honest, because it's on the inside instead of the
I
outside.
gotta try
no
that.
Wi-Fi
I gotta
to
leave the
sleep
door
right
open.
Or
Yeah.
router, whatever it's called.
But,
You
yeah.
need Wi-Fi to talk to God.
It's true.
It's
And
true.
then
I do need Wi-Fi to talk
depends
to my
on
woman,
if
though.
you use a Bible app, then you do.
That's true. Yeah.
Get a real
If you
Wi-Fi.
go-
Speaking
I
of-
feel like if you go to a school that has in their dorm has a room called the prayer room, you should probably have a physical copy of the Bible.
They do
We're at
on
one
South.
point.
Yeah, they have multiple on.
No, I mean you personally.
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I have some. I have one with a fake Bible too.
Well, yeah, we
Oh,
sell
yeah.
Bibles down at our little bookstore
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, wait.
or antique shop.
That's true. So
Antique shop.
it's a bookstore. But Christian, tell us about yourself since you are the guest, and we've talked for 20 minutes without talking to you.
Gang. I'm Christian. Double majoring, pastoral ministry and business administration.
Ooh, multiple major gang. Woo.
Josh, shut up, you quad major.
I'm not quad majoring. Let's get that fact out there. That's not
There
happening.
you are.
No.
You're already here for like 10 years. Might as well keep going.
If I'm here for 10 years, I'm doing something wrong.
I've also recently joined the U.S. Army Reserve, so if you, the listener out there, are interested, hit me up, join, mention my name while you're joining, and I'll get a raise. Appreciate it.
Hey, we'll put your Instagram in the description. So
Gang, Big Daddy C the Conqueror, it's a meme page.
yep.
Nickname comes from my high school the name comes from my high school name, Big Daddy C. I even got teachers to call me Big Daddy C, and we live in hick country, Worcester.
That's cute. You know, there's a Worcester, Massachusetts. That's better.
We're surrounded by cornfields. Like all it is
So am
cornfields.
I.
and
That's
drugs.
everywhere in the Midwest.
All it is cornfields, drugs, and then some feel good.
Yeah. What
Wait.
makes yours different than anywhere else?
There's more drugs.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
also, human beings are being sold.
oh.
Oh yeah. Just last year or 2 years ago, we we created a whole human trafficking division of our police.
Oof.
Wow.
It's not that big of a town.
Yeah, no, it's not. The only reason it gets called the city is because we got a couple nice factories like Frito-Lay,
Oh.
a couple others. Can't think of any.
You hate to see it. You really do.
But we're at this college, and let me tell you, the chapel services are mostly trash.
Oh, listen.
Oh,
You can't.
It's
You
a passionate
can't.
topic.
Yeah,
about
but
for
the
Christian.
best chapel we've had is Lamar Crawford from the Bengals.
Amen.
Bengals chaplain.
Alright.
I miss him.
Hey.
He's our.
When he got excited, his voice would get really loud and really high pitched.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, you just gotta sit
He
in
had-
the back like we
He had
do.
more
Yeah.
passion than every other preacher we've had
That's
combined.
true. That's true.
That man could preach at my pregnant wife, and the baby would come out praising Jesus.
Amen.
Just get recordings of Laboris Crawford and just put them on headphones and then put them on her stomach and
Tell
Yeah.
her it's Beethoven.
yeah. Oh man, that's
But anyway, I'm a non-denominational, and
yeah.
Represent, brother.
Yeah.
fellowships of not joining a fellowship.
Yeah.
But we're attending a Nazarene university, one of many, and I ain't got no particular problem with women preachers per se. But the problem is a lot of the ones they've been bringing in feel like Joel Osteen groupies. Like they all come in and they give us prosperity gospel, like be the best you now. Jesus will make, Jesus made all of my life problems go away. Yada yada blah blah blah. And like, don't get me wrong. Jesus brings a lot of goodness, a lot of joy. Jesus did not promise me riches for faith.
That's true.
Jesus promised me a fulfilling, good life and a peace that transcends understanding. They're like, we just had a preacher come by. She was in the running to be our chaplain next year.
How many people are in the running for that thing?
I
feel like
think
everything
I think
is.
this year most of the guest speakers are running.
Well, it's one less now because our president didn't like her message either. And
Wait, the one that we were the
T-shirts.
clothes? Okay, yeah, gotcha.
She comes in and she starts off with a Bible verse. I don't remember the specific verse because specifics tend to avoid me, but it was the you got to leave everything behind for Jesus, even your shirt. Take nothing with you. And starting off the sermon, everybody's thinking like, all right, this is going to be hot. This is a Jesus-only preaching. Like, focus on the Lord. And then she's like, we're going to focus on the shirts for a minute.
By a minute, she means the entire sermon.
For a minute, she talked about him for 40 minutes.
The whole rest of the chapel service, she tells us about how because in the free market we buy T-shirts, We're all filthy sinners who are destroying the planet. For instance, there's like something thousand gallons.
There's
of
like at least 2,000.
2,700 and something.
gallons of water that are used in the production of a T-shirt. But then, like, included in that statistic is the God-given natural rainwater falling on the cotton fields getting put through the water cycle.
Yeah. Rain, that's a sin against nature.
And she starts talking about how we gotta, like, instead of buying shirts, we gotta do thrift stores and stuff and, like, trade shirts. And don't get me wrong, I am fully for sharing and, being Christian brothers. Got nothing against that. I'm not trading my tidy whities with AJ or with JJ or like I'm also a business major. Most of the places that don't make their own T-shirts also happen to have poverty because they're not trading money.
Right. So it's whack here, and hopefully it gets better.
Nope.
We've had a couple.
It's just not.
We've had a couple of good.
Oh, no,
services.
it's
Literally just ate dinner in a room where they
Okay.
I
So-
have a dream speech
so,
on loudspeakers.
At the
Served-
time,
it served fried chicken on the main line.
yeah.
Listen,
So
it was really
Hey, it was pretty good.
sketchy.
That's all I'm saying.
I
But,
did not like the chicken. Anyways,
when
it
we're
was-
recording this is in February, and if you don't know, February is Black History Month, and so they like have had posters all month long, and tonight they called like Soul Food Night or whatever. They're trying to do like a theme every night or once every month, and just a little bit racist. If it would be worse if like they did the typical like watermelon, Kool-Aid, grape soda.
If they went super stereotypical,
But listen, the
then
fried
They had
chicken was
they had cornbread and fried chicken and collard greens on the main line.
And
That's-
Jamaican food in the grill order that we got.
Hey, that was
Yeah.
very good. That spicy habanero, spicy. It actually was.
spicy in a good way.
Like, it was
Like
hot.
But,
like the made to order line.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that wasn't what I had for me.
Oh, yeah, you had, like,
That stuff was weird.
meat with an eyeball.
It was literally just roast beef and like a boiled egg on a crepe. So it wasn't terrible.
That sounds
But, like
awful.
the roast beef, they put so much like brown sugar on it. It was sweet.
Or
Roast beef ain't good.
our university kind of tends to make mistakes like that. Like we all got to go through the same place. We all got to go through the same place and check in with ID cards to get our lunch because we pay for it at the beginning of the year, so it's
Yeah.
all covered the whole year.
yeah, unless you commute, then you have to pay by meal.
Yeah. They have a sign up right by the scanners saying 50 Shades of Black, like real big, bold letters.
Yeah, that's whack.
If you're an adult viewer, I suggest you go on YouTube, incognito mode. You don't want this on your history. And you look up 50 Shades of Black trailer. It's a ghetto 50 Shades of Grey spoof movie that really exists.
Yeah, it's not. It's not something you want to be associated with. Anyway.
Especially as a Christian university.
Did you ever receive an email back from the student life
I
director?
didn't email her about it. I had forgotten. I still have to do that.
Oh.
No.
Although it's the end of the month.
Yeah.
I was going to email her with the trailer and be like, this ain't it.
Yep.
Yo, dog, this is it, but this ain't it.
But,
no,
no.
That's just not it at all, Brennan.
No, that is it. That is the trailer. But it ain't it because that ain't it.
our university has a little bit
Follow
of problems with associations and such. Like we were mentioning with the chapel, the one speaker turning "Follow Jesus" verse into a. At the end of her chapel, we all confessed for our terrible sin of wearing T-shirts and destroying the earth like maniacal cartoon TV villains. But we also have an environmental club here, and I got nothing against them personally. I'm for protecting the environment. But they took away our trays, as you may have heard in previous episodes.
Oh, they definitely heard about it.
Oh, yes, they definitely
And,
have.
We had, there was a student poll. You probably heard all this, and you might have heard some of the comments, but there were a bunch of deleted comments from like upperclassmen, like one in Revelation saying, God will take the righteous up with him in his kingdom, but the sinners and the destroyers of the earth he will cast to hell. And it's like, oh yeah, God was talking about putting a little bit of extra water on my tray, not, murder, incest, the works. So,
Typical daily activities.
Yeah,
Alabama.
That's where
Chief
Chief lives now.
Yeah, that Chief, you live there now. You'll know.
Wait, what? Oh,
Talking about Alabama.
that I do.
But so this is gonna come out the second week of our spring break. What's everyone up to? I know I'll be working all week because I need money.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to get a job over spring break.
I'm gonna be
So,
sleeping in the backseat of my car.
are you? So yeah, are you living with me or what?
I don't know, dude.
Just okay. So yeah, we gotta talk about it
Probably.
because like Friday, the day that we go or we leave, I won't be there till late. So I mean, you can hang out with my parents
I'm
if you
leaving
want.
campus at like 5:30.
I'm taking them to the airport at 3, and then I'm staying down in Columbus presumably.
Yeah, I'll probably go to Tristan's house or something.
And then
Yeah, I will be
Well-
at home and working.
Maybe
That's
I'll hang out
about
with
it.
JJ until he goes. You work on Wednesday or something. Maybe I'll just hang out with you.
On what? Friday?
Just follow you home without telling you.
All right, it'd be a pretty far backtrack for you, but
My family comes from poverty, without getting too much into it, and it's a one-parent household. My mom just got hit by a car a couple weeks ago, and the place she works, a Walmart, let her go, even though she
Oh.
can still work. Oh yeah.
Wow.
So
That's terrible.
So
Yeah.
was it like? Yeah, you said that during class.
I
And
don't
I was
think
like,
we
I
can-
cannot believe. Like, I
Oh, yeah.
cannot believe that they did that.
Yeah.
Are they legally allowed to?
It's the way that you do it, you can do it legally. If you just
Yeah.
fire somebody and you're like, you're a handicap, you can push like, hey, firing handicaps. But like, if you work a person out of their job, that's how you do it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Which
That's awful.
both are whack and you shouldn't do. Have
Yeah.
some
Does,
decency for people.
is Walmart union based? Like, do they have a
No,
union?
not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to be.
And personally, even though I'm a pastor and I'm for forgiveness, the woman who runs our Walmart is a terrible, terrible woman, and I'm up for some hot lawsuits and vengeance, not just for my mom's sake, but like a lot of employees have a hard time because of the head manager there, but my mom just wants to let it go. But anyway, all that's to say, I'm going to be working all break, and like I'm working for my church. My church is helping out boatloads, and mom's reapplying for a new job. But yeah,
That grind never stops.
That's true.
But how was your vacation, Chief? You've been on here for a while.
Terrible.
Oh no,
You have been here
You
for
tell that
3
to
and a
her.
4th episodes.
Yeah.
truth. We were just talking about how
They may or may not have like. They may or may not have like kind of.
you include
You,
we.
you.
All right, JJ has
just
a
throwing people under the
yeah.
bus.
Hey,
Yeah,
JJ,
yeah.
JJ
Oh,
has
yeah.
been-
Brendan, it's your fault that
JJ
the pranks happened to you.
JJ loves doing this thing where he will participate in the activity and then go to the person that has been singled out from the activity and go, look at what these fools did. And then
Look at what these other people. Listen, I over exaggerate. You completely remove yourself from situations that you've been
Truth.
a part of.
You know what?
100%.
I'm sorry. That's wrong.
That's good because so
Let me
today
rephrase this.
Dad, JJ.
We may or may not have pooped on you a little bit.
a little bit. We always do. We always poop on each
it
other.
was in
That's
it was in
friend-
good love.
It was friendly fire
Yeah.
and good love.
but
But now you're back.
so like for example, me, JJ, and Chief were out making snow day. Snow's on the ground. I might as well play with it. We made a nice snow couch.
Beautiful.
That
Beautiful.
was beautiful. I saw it.
It's got nice end tables too, thanks to Chief using the shovel and everything. But
Breaking that.
yep.
Rib.
But then JJ was like, "Hey Chief, are you doing the podcast?" And Chief was like, "I don't know." Well, no, JJ said, "Chief's not doing the podcast." And I turned to Chief. I go, "What?" And Chief goes, "I never said that." And he goes, "Wait, JJ, you said you didn't want to do the podcast." So
I was gonna get there eventually. But I didn't do it.
I doubt it. Sure.
He wanted to make me look like the bad guy so he can do it.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. All I'm saying is the
JJ.
only loyal
Sorry.
people on this podcast are me and Brendan because we've been on every single episode.
That is true. Even whenever I didn't want to be on one, I still forced
Right.
it. I was like, no, I gotta go.
I'm here in good spirit.
JJ's gonna throw his child under the bus. I see it now.
Like, literally.
He's
Hey.
good.
I can see
Wow,
it.
yeah.
No.
You're gonna spill a drink on the ground, and then your wife's gonna be like, "What the heck happened?" And you'll be like, Joseph Jr. did it.
It can't be Joseph Jr. if I'm Joseph Jr.
Joseph the
third.
Third.
J3.
J3.
J3. J Money.
will you allow me
Okay.
to
JJ3.
Jewish ceremony your child?
What?
No.
Oh boy.
No.
Oh
Only
boy.
if you get the required credentials.
Understandable.
I don't know what just happened. It must be an inside joke, but I don't want a part of it.
Yeah, you don't. We'll.
Okay,
I'll tell you. We'll,
okay.
We'll talk about it after.
Okay.
It's,
So,
Circumnavigation.
oh my goodness.
Of a very
All right.
No, stop it.
No, we want no part of that. Not here on this good Christian podcast.
Well, I mean,
it's biblical. Just
That's
like
true.
refusing to do incest, Alabaman.
Ooh.
coming at you.
Hey, all I'm saying, this podcast is so Christian that we even got a dude on here today named Christian.
Trying to be a pastor.
Or meta Christian.
Truth. We just gotta get on our super strict friend, if you all know what I'm saying. We have this one friend. He's extremely, I mean,
Pastor
like,
T?
yep, extremely.
Oh, yeah.
We call him Pastor T because
I was
of
making
how
jokes
strict
to
he
him
was.
for like 10 minutes. I was kidding, and he didn't understand that I was kidding the entire time. And he was like,
I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, all right, Tim, I'm gonna, yeah. So, but it's okay.
It's just like, we love him. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Love the guy.
Great guy, funny.
But he just doesn't have that social self-awareness type thing.
It's true.
What do you mean? Oh, you know what we're going to be doing after this podcast? We're going to go see the basketball game tonight.
Yep.
They're in the playoffs, our team. Ranked,
Actually, this is just the league tournament.
Tournament?
Well, it's the like the conference tournament.
yeah, so we're trying to win our conference here.
Yeah.
We're ranked
We
fourth.
we didn't win it because
We're ranked
another school
fourth. All right, so our school doesn't play in the NCAA like most. We play in a smaller one. And we're ranked fourth in the nation. We're playing number 5.
Yeah, I don't know if it's 4 and 5 or if we're 4 and 5 in the conference tournament. Right?
Yeah, I think it's just conference right now. But
So
we're
I don't
ranked
know.
pretty high.
Anyway,
we've
it's supposed to be a big deal. It's the first one we've ever hosted. So
yeah. So we're pretty excited.
big hype.
And my roommate's on the team, so I'm pretty excited. Speaking of my roommate, future guest for sure. I talked to him and I said, "Hey, you and there's this player on the team. Everyone calls the Red Mamba because he's a redhead and he's very good." And I asked him, I go, "You want to bring him on the podcast?" And he said, "Absolutely." So be looking for
Yes.
that. We have a few guests.
Wait, Red Mamba said yes?
Red Mamba. joined our podcast.
Ryan, my roommate, said yes to bring him on.
Better hear for that
Oh,
one.
okay.
So-
yeah, hey, yeah.
That's a killer.
We get both of
We
them
have-
on here. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
So right now,
Is it
this
wait, yeah, you were telling me the other day, is Red Mamba a sophomore or junior?
no. So the way
he's like athletically a sophomore.
Yep,
Athletically a
and
sophomore, that's it.
academically he's a
redshirted his
junior.
freshman-
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he's in a 5-year program.
Gotcha.
But I'm sure you'll learn more about him when we have him on. But we have some pretty big guests as far as like on our campus goes. We want to have Nene, who's in the student government. He's a pretty big person
Listen,
around
if
here.
you've
Why, so you can
ever
bash
been-
him?
No.
If
Strong
we've
kidding.
ever,
I'm kidding.
if you've ever seen
He's a good
anything to
man.
do with our campus,
Good
you
man.
have seen Nene.
Yeah.
He's
So,
he's the entire PR for
but
this campus.
he's reached out to us, DM'd us. So if you want to be on the podcast, just DM the podcast Instagram.
Or- yeah.
And we'll
Or
talk
one
to
of
you.
us.
We'll consider.
Yeah, just go to the Instagram. I run the Instagram, so I'll talk to you and stuff. We can set up a time and date for sure. But we got some pretty guests I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah.
And
I think that'll. Yeah.
but
Good things coming in the future.
yeah, so
We already have a good guest on, right?
yeah,
This-
Christian's
this
a great
man's made
guest.
his mark at the beginning
right,
of the year as well.
exactly. Yeah, you want to go for it, Christian? This is all you.
This.
I am a man of many titles here. First week, and we're all freshmen right around here. I wanted to get a job because, again, come from poverty. I need cash. So
all.
the whole first week, the freshmen come before any of the upperclassmen for an orientation week. And at every single big presentation, they're like, "Do you have any questions?" And I was constantly asking, "Where can I get a job? How do I start the process? Blah, blah, blah." And like, I wasn't trying to annoy people, but like, my counselor before I came to the university, I can't remember the official name, but the person you talk to ask questions.
Academic supervisor.
Yeah. She told me, she's like, "Hey, just ask when you get on campus." So I'm just following advice. They never got me a job, never told me how to do it. Like, One place told me they could take me. I applied. I waited 2 months. They never called me back before I found out they hired somebody else and were holding my file. So, whack. But
Truth.
I also made a name for myself. We have something called Res Life Week, where all the apartments and all of the floors get into floors of the dorms get into a huge series of competitions and make a movie, little 5-minute movie. My floor, First North of Oakwood, won most popular movie by student vote. In it, I introduced myself as Christian Single looking to Christian Mingle. So none of us had any ideas that we were supposed to give a speech if we won. So we get told we won, and my dudes are like, Christian, you give the speech, you do it. So they kind of push me up and give me the mic, and everybody's around, look out into the audience of mostly women, because like 2/3 of our university is women.
Yep.
And I look out at them, and I'm like, all this work, and I'm still single. And everybody starts laughing, and then I introduce myself as like, look, I know there's a bunch of fine, beautiful young women out there looking for a man to take care of you and to give the love. And then I gave my phone number out to the whole student body.
Yep.
Got a bunch of dudes texting me.
Look out, it's a trap.
I will say this. You look better with your beard. Because back then I was like, dude, this looks like a 15-year-old that's just way too smart. But now, you're a man.
Thank you.
No offense. I don't mean
No,
to
I
be...
understand.
Brennan, you can't grow a beard to save your life.
Yeah,
I know.
It looks like dirt underneath your chin.
like a
No, it's a shadow, yeah.
It looks like dirt.
So,
Yeah, I know. What do you mean?
It's a 5 o'clock shadow. But
I know,
like
I look like...
a neck strap.
Yeah.
to describe myself, I came in a little bit overweight, clean shaven, and with shaggy hair. Like I probably look like the mix of the nerd and a stoner with a little extra weight, which I'm not. I mean, I'm a nerd, but I don't do drugs except Jesus.
Amen. Get high on that
Don't
spirit.
don't get high on whatever PCP. I only get high on God.
Oh.
Amen.
That's why I was Christian Single looking to Christian Mingle for a long time.
Yep.
But anyway, now I've lost some weight, grown a beard.
Mm-hmm.
The Army's going to make me shave it. It's the
Rip.
one thing I'll lament.
Rip those days.
Dang. Yeah.
I walk
That's right.
around calling for new crusades in my
Yep.
chainmail, and
Yep.
it's called the tabard. It's the colored cloth you wear over your armor, so
Truth.
one homie can tell another homie from another.
Yeah,
Truth.
it's true.
Truth.
Yep. Just swinging your sword on the battlefield. You don't want to nick a homie.
You know, one of
Yeah.
my favorite stories with you is you went outside of the women's dorm.
Oh yeah. So we don't celebrate Halloween here because there's a lot of setup to this. We celebrate Fall Festival or Harvest, whatever, but it's just a fancy way to celebrate Halloween.
Truth.
Yep.
It's been a couple months since my Christian Single looking to Christian Mingle. I still get talked about a lot because I did a bunch of other shenanigans, but I carve a pumpkin, just like a cross in the pumpkin, then I write down in marker Christian Single looking to Christian Mingle. And we have 2 freshman girls' dorms, and we only have one for us. I find one, and I just put my pumpkin in the middle of, like I drag a table out to the middle of their courtyard and just leave my pumpkin facing them. So every woman leaving the one dorm has to see my pumpkin.
Of course. Naturally.
It's a good joke. My buddies and I are laughing about it. My pumpkin gets sent all around the campus before I finally track it down, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to be a big genius. Find out one of the women's dorms, they have a stack of their pumpkins in the middle of their lobby. And
Right.
I'm thinking, like, I'm going to be funny. I'm going to put my pumpkin right on top where they can all see it.
Right. Naturally.
On top of all their, carved artistry sits my phone number. So I do that, and as I'm walking out, I'm singing Country Roads to myself, just quietly.
As you do, you know.
Yeah. Naturally.
Naturally.
Up in a window on the second floor, a woman calls out to me, and she's like, Christian Single looking to Christian Mingle, is that you? And I stop, and I'm wearing the night costume the whole time, and I'm like, my lady, it is. So she calls, and I quote, come, serenade me.
I think I know exactly who this is, too. Do you know who it is?
Oh, yeah, I know who it is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Well, I didn't know if you,
Listen,
like...
she knows who Christian is. Of course Christian knows who she is.
Okay.
But,
We'll discuss that after.
I walk up right below her window, and her roommates come to see too now, and like another girl that they had in their room, and I recite a poem that I just came up with on the spot.
Freestyling.
Roses are red, violets are blue, but all color pales in comparison to you. And then they're swoon. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's almost as
that's-
good as Josh's riddle making skills.
that hits right down in the heart.
They're giggling a bit, but they're also swooning just a bit. And then I'm like, you're white. That's my color. For you, babe, there can be no other. And like, it's all joking and they're laughing. It's all good. And I go to leave, say I'll be back. I get JJ and I'm like, JJ, get your speaker. I did get you, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I got
It's
you.
in the lobby. And,
Yes,
yeah.
because I think I also got your Bible. And I
Yeah,
grabbed
and
my Bible, or his
I went up
Bible.
and got my Bible, the big study one.
It's a thick Bible, let me tell you. You want a good Christian wife, you get yourself a thick study Bible. But anyway, I get my Bible, and I come back, and I go up to I go back up to the window, and I call out, "Hey, yo, ladies, you like smooth jazz?" And we begin to play Kelpie G from SpongeBob, Smooth Jazz, real loud over the speaker.
6-hour version.
Of
Amen.
course.
It's beautiful. Give it a listen.
Smooth as jazz. And they come back to the window laughing, and I flip my Bible open to the Song of Solomon. Now, to those
As
of
you do, you know.
to those of
Naturally.
you who are unaware of the Song of Solomon, because they don't really teach it in Sunday school, it's the book in the Bible where King Solomon and one of his wives write. It's a big love poem back and forth to each other. But the reason it doesn't get discussed is because there's sexual content in it. So I start reading the Song of Solomon out to them, and I'm about halfway through the first chapter. I have 2 windows open, like 6 to 8 girls, all listening in and video recording me.
Night
A third-
costume and everything.
The third window
great.
opens up, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, the Lord truly does bless those who read His Word. Just for some, now, I have nothing against white people as a white man myself, and I have nothing against women as somebody who only dates women.
Truth.
But a very basic white girl and her roommate come out, and they're like, what are you doing? And I kind of look over, and I'm like, I'm reading God's Word.
As you are.
And they're like, could you do that somewhere else? We're trying to study.
This is a Christian campus, so I will do it where I please.
So I was like, I mean, if you really don't want to hear the Lord's word, okay then.
You came to the wrong place.
Wow.
But I just remembered a story. Beginning of the year, very beginning, our resident director is giving us the rundown. Like, you know,
Good man.
don't bring women in during no girl hours. If a fire alarm happens, this is what you do. The
Right.
rules, etc., etc. And I asked during that, I was like, because they're like, if you don't leave immediately, you get a big fat fine.
Yep.
I was like, what about, showers? Like, if it's just the alarm,
I didn't know
what
you
do I
asked
do?
this.
Oh, I did. And he's like, you just
Man.
go out. So like 2 weeks go by. And it's a cold and rainy night. And I'm about to take a shower.
Right,
off-
as you do.
Take off my shirt. Alarm goes off. Everybody struts out in the cold rain to the place we had to be, and we're there for like an hour and a half before they let us back. And it's real late by this point. It's like
2 or 3.
2 or 3 in the morning. So I'm still like, I need to take my shower. I need to cool down, or like relax, loosen my muscles, go to bed. It was a nice shower, like 5-10 minute shower. Turn the water off. I reach for my towel. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, it's a hectic night, but that was a good end. Fire alarm goes off again. I got no clothes in the shower room, so I have to wrap the towel around myself and strut out in front of everybody, back through the cold rain, down to the lobby. And, like, there's this one poor girl. We had to go to a lobby of a different building, like an apartment building.
Yeah.
There's this one poor girl just trying to do her math homework, and there I come strutting in with nothing but a towel.
Listen, you can't. Let's just say the Lord works in mysterious ways.
True.
I'll be honest, I was sucking my gut in because we got there's this one dude, we call him Spider-Man Jordan. Absolute unit. Carves, he does backflips like walking.
Hey, you
Yeah.
can't just give people that title.
He goes around wearing Spider-Man suit.
Oh, is that who did that?
Yeah,
I was gonna say someone walked past my room like few
In a
weeks
Spider-Man
class
suit?
in a Spider-Man costume.
yeah, that's Jordan. Absolute unit, shredded, man.
He is not deserved.
Blasphemy.
He's not an absolute unit.
Listen, there's only 6 absolute units, and he ain't one.
Fair
He's
enough.
an absolute boy. You can say that.
He's a man. I'm not gay. But, bunch of dudes looking shredded, and I come here looking like a dad bod trying to be Shrek.
Listen, women want dad bods. I've on record, my woman goes, I'm glad you're not super fit. I go, excuse me? She's like, I'm just saying, when we cuddle, it's nice to have a little cushion. I'm like, wow, I see how it is, but I'll take it.
She called you. She was like, "Yo, low key, you extra thick, a little too thick, but it's I like it."
Truth.
That's nice.
So somebody in the process of me being in the lobby took a picture of me in my towel, and that spread around the whole campus.
Oh, that's whack.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't know
that's
that
big
happened.
whack.
I didn't know that happened.
Found out the next morning in accounting.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't get any flack for it, but it's like, dang, that's a
Man.
Title IX violation.
True.
Listen, they can't, because here's what happens. They either A, fine you for Title IX, or B, they fine you for not coming to the fire alarm place, like you stay in your dorm. So, I
Amen.
mean, you can't win or lose in this scenario. So, I mean, I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how it be. But I think one more story is you're very talkative with the ladies, and on Valentine's Day, a lot of us don't have women here. So naturally, the homies dressed up, full on suits and whatnot. We ate dinner, and we're like, dang, we're looking nice.
We look fresh.
Right. So we go sit in one of the girls' dorm lobbies, just like chilling. Nothing going on, just chilling. A few females walked by. We watched this beautiful entertainment where this guy ordered a pizza for his girlfriend.
Oh my gosh.
But it was on Valentine's, supposed to be sweet surprise. Joke's on him. She's in class at the time, and her friends had to take care of it for
They
her.
didn't give a name.
Yeah. So, which is whack. And
Amateur.
then later we went to the other female's dorm, and so Christian and our good friend Kyra, who he flakes a lot, but them two go around the dorms knocking and just basically selling JJ to these women.
Oh, yeah.
Without my consent.
We went up to a bunch of doors. Like, JJ knew it was happening, but we're trying to get him a date. Because, like, I had to leave the good Christian campus to find a good Christian girlfriend, just to
Yeah.
inform you.
Relatable.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're trying to find JJ a Valentine's Day date. We managed to get like 6 or 8 girls to take a picture of him, but to every door we went to,
He made that sound really creepy.
a wholesome,
Picture
good,
with him.
a good wholesome
of
Christian
him.
picture. He was in a suit.
Yep.
But we go up to every door and we introduce him like, hey, would you be interested in a hot young ginger man with the cleanest shaven beard on campus and an excellent dad bod?
Oh.
And speaking of dads, he'd give you more love than my dad ever gave me.
Oh. Oh, shoot.
There were a couple of girls who were kind of interested.
Yeah.
Now here's the one that I want to part that I heard yesterday that I want to.
I don't want you
Get
to bring
onto
that.
this.
I do not want you to bring this up on here until we get more to the story.
I think I know what you're talking about. I won't throw.
Can
I
you
can,
please
I can
not?
keep it like super vague.
I won't.
Can you please not?
I won't throw a homie
Do it,
under
I
the
don't
bus.
care.
Just
All right.
let
Hey, just like leave a pause.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Please give us a sponsor.
And that's the end of tonight's episode.
Listen, if you're trying to sponsor the podcast, hit us up. If you want to just straight up give us money and like Venmo or PayPal us,
Yeah, listen, like if you're like, yo, homies, just shout out my Instagram for $5. Hey,
Listen.
what? Yeah, okay. If that's what you want,
If you're
Listen.
an electronic thought looking to buy a meme page,
buy us.
Well, I say, since we're at the very end, I say we give our guest Christian the say a few final words if he would like to.
yeah, feel free to plug anything you want.
Yes.
It is all
Final
you.
thoughts.
crap, I would have normally had some, but they just kind of evade.
We'll throw your Instagram down below, so we'll
Yes.
have all of our stuff as always, and then
Follow
we'll
his
have
meme page.
we'll have Christian's meme page thrown down there.
She's got some good selfies as well.
Oh,
Yeah, big facts.
yeah, so there's a Facebook page, the our college name, Class of 2022. Starts off, basic. and this is just generic, I'm so-and-so, and I love Starbucks, and I love frolicking the flowers, and blah, blah, blah. I just turned it into a meme page. Like, all I do is post memes on that. Nobody I feel kind of bad, because nobody posts anything on it anymore except for my meme page. Or my meme.
You killed it. You did.
And then, it was 5 months into the page, and I was like, crap, I never made a bio. So I'm like, hey guys, I'm the guy who posts memes all the time. I'm much better in person.
I'm your meme daddy.
Hey, apparently, a lot of people got added in group chats and stuff.
Oh yeah, I did. So early.
I guess I'm just nobody.
Yeah, okay.
I get it.
So
Yeah,
here's what
listen,
happened.
I would
was
understand because it was you were you were Nazarenes.
No, here's what happened. Here's
Well,
what
that's what I was gonna say.
here's
That
what
was
happened is
unfortunate.
I was talking to whatever it's called, the administrator or whatever, and he was like, "Hey, on the Facebook page, that's how a bunch of people get into Snapchat pages." And I'm like, well, I don't have Facebook, so I guess I won't do it. But then he posted something saying, he goes, well, give me your Snapchat username, and I'll just throw it in the thing. So he's like, hey guys, there's this dude from Massachusetts, and he don't have Facebook, but here's his Snapchat. Feel free to add him and stuff. So I got added to two by the same person, and that person ended up turning out to not be such a great person, and I left both those chats. So here we are today.
Yeah, because
Sounds like it was a trap.
Is this the Spanish speaker?
Yes, it is.
shocker.
But,
Good person.
no, I talked to a few people. I mean, I met a few people. The first person I probably ever talked to on this campus was someone my brother knew, even before I knew him, because we were both Nazarenes, which was just odd. So
Us non-dommies unite. We
uh,
could literally have an army of non-doms.
well, yeah, but then you'd have to fight all the. I mean, if you're just gonna do non-dom versus domination, there's gonna be more.
Nah, see, we take out one at a time.
No.
There's you guys can't. If you guys could unite on a single purpose, you wouldn't be a denomination.
No, I mean
Hey, we're all on the same team here.
that's true.
See, here's my
Except
thing.
Brennan.
No, we're
Brennan's on his own team, trying to fight everyone else.
Yeah, because I would go to a mega church and I get crap for it every single day. So
Not every day, every other day. Come on now. We
need a
rotate. We make fun
denominational-
of you for leaving the homies on day one, and then make fun of your mega church for day two.
mega church. You said mini church.
What's the difference?
We need a denominational Hunger Games. I'm non-denominational. I'm non-denominational, but I come from mostly a Baptist background. Straight up. I come from Northern Baptist, but Southern Baptists they come in with all the guns and nothing but casserole.
And potlucks.
And then you face off against a Mormon denominational, he'll come in with all of his abuse skills.
Oh.
Oh,
And as many wives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the support. Throw in Nazarenes, that'll get complicated because they have women pastors, and again, nothing against them, don't have strong opinions, but a lot of Christian denominations don't tend to. So woman pastor hiding pretending to be a Mormon wife, just kind of assassin gangs them.
Oh my! You know what we should? That shouldn't be real. But you know what should be real? All the inmates on death row, just make send them to an island. Hunger Games.
that's true. Although it's kind of effed up, but
Listen, they're sending them to death row anyway. They're
Well, yeah,
gonna
hey,
die.
okay. A lot
you
of
can't
them
speak
don't-
like that on here.
Sinner.
a lot of them are going to die before they get killed. Anyways, a lot of death row inmates just die from old age because it takes so long. For
Right.
them,
So
because-
what should happen is instead of setting up with the death or anything, I mean obviously you don't force them to, but hey, would you want to participate in the Hunger Games and the winner gets so much money for their family? Obviously they still have
That's
to
the-
die.
Yeah.
But-
You can't kill a bunch of people and then be you got a clean slate. You're good.
No, they're gonna die at the
No,
end,
that's
but
how-
you
that's
can
how the,
win money for your family
Bring
because
back the guillotine.
That's
win 100 G's for your fam.
but
So
that-
it gives you motivation, but then at the end, of course, you can give the check through a thick glass wall to your family, and then they have to kill you, of course. But
there's a
naturally,
movie like that.
it's called Hunger Games featuring
No.
Katniss Everdeen.
No, that's not how that works. No, it's called.
Yeah, I know
what's
what
it
you're
called?
talking
Gamer.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the prisoners
Prisons become corporatized.
Yeah, and
That's cute. I mean, they already are.
And
They're
then
all
you basically
they're all
they put a
private.
chip in your head, and then someone plays as you, and it's Ultra VR and whatnot. So, and then you just play team. It's basically Call of Duty, but
Oh.
not.
That's whack.
The
So-
original Battle Royale was Kirby Air Ride for the GameCube.
What?
Listen, you know what the best battle royale right now is? Tetris
Tetris
99. Truth. If you ain't playing that game, you ain't playing a real battle royale. That's all I'm saying. Apex, nah, fam. Fortnite, nah, fam. Call of Duty Blackout, nah, fam. Tetris 99 is where it's at. Listen, for all you non-switchers, you ain't doing it right. Get a Nintendo Switch.
Amen. When you just hear that nice little...
Oh yeah, it's so nice. I will literally take my Joy-Cons, which is the remotes on the side, and just slide it out and slide it back in to pop it in. Just, that's some real... If you want real ASMR, get a Switch.
You can't have the Map Me on any other console.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know what you're talking about, so I can't.
Your PS4 is literally
It's a TV stand.
Yeah, it's kind of whack.
It's all right. He's a
Does
Mega
Ryan
Church
want a
attender.
PS4? Does he want? Does Ryan want a PS4 now?
You can ask him.
Okay, yeah, I'll ask him in. I don't know. We have 3 classes together.
But I think we're going to wrap it up here. So, as again, thank you for coming on, Christian. We love
Thanks for having me.
We love having you. And,
Welcome back, Chief.
Yeah, welcome back from your paid vacation.
This is for spring break, and so next episode will be new, fresh and new.
So really, my vacation is like 4 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah,
pretty
it
much.
was 3 and 1/4 of a
We
week
just straight up got a
because
month.
Yeah.
basically.
And we pay you
Maternity
$0.
leave.
Huh? You have a kid?
Though he had a kid.
Huh?
Look, the Lord
What's the
said,
name?
"Go
I
be
know, I look
fruitful." I am a humble servant.
But thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram. And as always,
Keep on running.